Hello and welcome to Llama News, where I, a llama, talk about the news. First thing in the news, as usual, is Brexit. And I have one word to say on that. Boring! Boring. Moving on. Next thing is Delta Airlines flight experienced extreme turbulence and nosedived twice, injuring 5 passengers. Now, I don't know about you, but when I'm on a flight, I think it's quite prudent, quite wise to leave the seatbelt loosely on even when the sign has said you can walk around the cabin. That's just me, even though I don't go on flights because, you know, I'm a llama. But I think that's wise. But to be honest, the article said that even a drinks trolley cabinet was flying around, hit somebody on the head or something. Yeah, that's going to hurt. That's bad news, but thankfully everyone's alive. But wow, what a terrible flight to be on. Okay, next thing. An Instagram model, a 19-year-old Instagram model, thought it would be a good idea to film herself throwing chairs from a 45-story building in Toronto. Wow, sorry, from the 45th floor of this building. I can't even begin to start on the levels of stupidity of this action. Thankfully, she has owned up to it. Although, you know, she filmed herself, so I don't see how she couldn't, and has sort of taken responsibility in court. The fact that, you know, she could have killed someone. I mean, imagine if a small child or a mother pushing a pram went by at that point and a chair landed on them. You know, you could have easily killed a child. Just mind-numbingly stupid way to get attention. Okay, moving on. Donald Trump and his border wall with Mexico. It says today in the news that he might declare a state of emergency to get the funding for this. And part of me thinks, you know, let him build the wall. After all, it was a campaign promise of his, was it not? That if he was elected, he would build a wall, and he got voted in. So the thing that's confusing people is that here is a politician, first one that I know of, that actually starts doing what they promised they would do. Usually politicians, they say, we'll do this, X, Y, Z. They get into power and then they say, oh no, we realise actually that's going to cost money, we can't do it, blah, 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 blah. And they make excuses. The difference with Trump is that he seems to say, I'll do this, X, Y, Z, and then to everyone's amazement, he actually does it. This is strange behaviour for politicians. For example, he said he would recognise Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, and he went ahead and did it. He said he would move the embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem, and whether you agree or not, he did it. He did what he promised. So, on the back of this, I kind of think, yeah, let him build the wall. In time you can judge whether it's a good or bad idea, but this notion that walls don't work, no, I don't really go with that. Yeah, walls aren't 100%, there are ways to dig under them and such, but they are a deterrent, and if you add a wall with other technology, motion sensors, if there are any underground tunnel detecting sensors, I don't know, but use whatever technology you have available to secure your borders. And I don't see that this is particularly a bad thing. I mean, after all, if walls didn't work at all, why would we have them around prisons? Why do rich people put them around their houses? Many borders have walls. It at least is a part of the defence of protecting a border. And so, you know, he promised he wanted to build this wall. He got voted in. I kind of say let him run with it. I don't know, what are your thoughts? You can talk in the comments, do you agree, disagree? I don't know. It's just nice to see a politician that actually starts doing what they said they would do. It's rare, very rare these days, certainly in my experience as a llama. Okay, that's just a few things that were in the news today. Please comment, you know, everyone has their own opinion. I'd like to hear yours. Okay, that's been Llama News. Bye!